my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye.
Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's Euro Jigsaw Jam. We are live on YouTube. So I believe there will be one person who has a mystery puzzle with another wrapping paper. Somebody bought one before we had prepared them all, and I think I wrapped it in a white paper with feathers, and then we realized afterwards that that paper was a bit see-through, so we don't use it anymore. So in case somebody is wondering why they don't have crocodiles. Oh, also the brown paper. So I think it's Lynn. Yeah, exactly. Lynn, your one is wrapped differently. That one was slightly see-through, so we don't use that wrapping paper anymore. So I think we're up to 55 participants now who should be there. So still some more to come. As always, if you have a second device, please let me know in the chat. So if you'd also like to watch the live streams, Vicky Makes and Builds is also live streaming, and Ingrid Loves Puzzles. Okay, Raphael Imhoff, I don't have a registration from you. Did you receive the registration email? Did you perhaps use a different, register under a different name? Oh, okay, it's Enemy. So Ina and Elodie have two devices, and Enemy as well. So hello to our our followers on YouTube. Lots of familiar names there. Got Vesna and the Romanian Annalise, and some new people as well. And there's Sandra. Okay, Carolina as well. So you can get your chat message ready, have your chat window open and write your done message so that you can hit it when you are ready. All right, so we're about 3 minutes away. So we have people watching from all over, from the US, Berlin, Wisconsin, Belgium, Romania, Finland, Sweden. Nice to have you all with us for this exciting competition. And a few people are here to watch Vicky makes and builds. And some support for, of course, we have an impressive lineup tonight, but we also have lots of regular people, a lot of new people, new speed puzzlers, and people who are just joining their first competition and wanting to finish under 2 hours. So also support for them. So I think, when everyone is there, we should have 62 connections. Right now we're at 59. So maybe someone will join us in the next minute. I know somebody had problems with their power today going on and off, so they may not be there for the whole time. So let's get started. You may remove your wrapping paper and any plastic that's on there. Okay, so when you've finished it, remove the plastic, just place the box back in the middle of the table. Okay, looks like we are ready to go. It is 7 o'clock. Okay, so counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everyone. I hope you enjoy this puzzle. I really love this puzzle. So this is the puzzle we're doing tonight from the brand Pieces and Peace. It's called Amsterdam from a Coffee Shop and is by the artist Simply Katie. So I really enjoyed this puzzle. As you see, there are a lot of sections there. You can basically start anywhere. You've got flowers, books, trees, lamp, sky and buildings, and very pleasing pastel tones. So I think we'll see some fast times on this one tonight. All right, so first up we have Agnes, Aina, Alejandro, and Anime. So a lot of people have done this puzzle. So someone says the windows were surprisingly tricky, and a couple of people have done this before and said, oh, they would have loved to puzzle along. And it's also on someone's wish list. So yeah, right now just at the flipping stage, and we see Alejandro is pulling out the border. So I'm going to do something a bit different tonight. I'm going to have Alejandro and Kristen on the screen from the beginning, and try and have them always on there so we can see their strategies. Because I notice that when I jump around a lot at the beginning, sometimes by the time I get to Kristen, there's so much of the puzzle is done, and I wish I had got there earlier. So and here we have Arkadius from Poland and Astrid from Denmark. At the Danish Championship a week ago, Astrid was second from the Danish in the individuals, and the winning pair with Olivia. And of course, Kristen did very well at the Norwegian Championship the last weekend. And we have Alejandro competing in the Spanish Nationals this coming weekend. So there's been a lot of championships going on. So it looks like Kristen is making more detailed piles, has set aside a pile of the sky, and Alejandro is already building. And it looks like Astrid is starting with the coffee cup. So here's Ireland from Argentina and Berit from Germany. So actually, our best-selling puzzle in our shop is very similar to this one, also from Pieces and Peace, and it's called 9 Streets Amsterdam. So if you enjoy this puzzle, you'll probably want to check out the other one too. So Berit is starting on the frame, and Kristen is working on a tree. Oh, Alejandro has done the tree. So here's Catherine from Luxembourg and Seline from France. So last night I had the pleasure of participating in a competition myself. Seline is organizing online competitions in French, and I have to admit I don't understand anything, but when I see other people starting to unwrap, then that's my cue that I can unwrap as well and start puzzling. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that puzzle. It was Van Life from Cherry Patsy. And here's Chiara from Italy and Daniela from Germany. And Chiara's also making good headway on the tree. And looks like perhaps the bars at the bottom. Yeah, so one of the reasons I enjoy this puzzle was that you can just work on it section by section, just pick the colors and just, do section by section. And if you get stuck or can't find the pieces, just move on to the next one. Here's Danica from Netherlands and Dietmar from Germany. And it looks like Danica is doing more sorting into the different sections. Hasn't started building yet. And Dietmar is working on the frame. So here's Elodie from France and Emilia from Finland. So at the Norwegian Championship last weekend, Emilia was also present and got third place in individual. And of course, Kristen got first place. And then 2 weeks earlier, Emilia won the Finnish championship with possibly the hardest puzzle that's ever been used in a speed puzzling competition, with the panda. There's Eric from the Netherlands and Fruitsina from Hungary. So today we have 23 nationalities represented. We have Argentina, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Guatemala, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Portugal, the UK, Ukraine, and the USA. We have Hikaru from France and Inga from Germany. So it looks like both Alejandro and Kristen have sorted out the edge pieces, but are not doing the edge pieces. I think Kristen's just pulling out a few just to finish off her flower pot. But or at least I think those are the sky border pieces that are being left to later. So I think Hikaru might have a tricky time with a patterned tablecloth. That might make the, yeah, recognition of the pieces a bit harder. Here's Inga from the Netherlands and Ingrid from Romania. And Inga's starting from the top, working on the sky, which looks to be almost done. And Ingrid's working on the border and has completed the flowers. So here's Jessie from Portugal and Joanna from Poland. So we are now up to 61 accounts, so it looks like a couple of people joined us a couple of minutes later. So we're now at 13 minutes. Here's Yuka from Finland and Karolina from the Ukraine. And Yuka is using some trays to keep some sorted piles separate. And it's interesting that when we watched Kristen, I mean, at the Worlds, we saw a lot that she would work with one hand, with the other hand under the chin. But here we see both hands are moving very quickly. And I think in the other online competitions as well, she was using both hands. So Alejandro working furiously as always. So there's Katrin from Switzerland and Lena M from Germany. So some guesses coming through of what the winning time might be. Around 35 minutes, possibly. 33 minutes, 40 minutes. So my time for this puzzle, I can't find here, 1 hour and 4 minutes. So Catherine's done the flowers, vase, the tree, and the coffee mug. So pulling out the lighter elements, the pink elements, and the yellows. Then we have Lena T from Germany and Leonie from Germany. So there's Lynn from Norway and Lisbeth from Guatemala. I always like Lisbeth's camera angle because we get to see the image being built in the right direction. With the others, it's always sideways or upside down. So Kristen has done the lower shelf, which has the mug, the vase, the books, and the camera on it, as well as the trees on the left-hand side and the tree in the middle of the picture. Looks like Alejandro has also done in a similar order. That is also starting on the sky in the other corner, or at least the top frame. There's Lynn from Belgium and Magdalena from Germany. So it looks like Magdalena has, yes, also started in the bottom left corner with the flowers and piecing together the frame. A bit hard to see Lynn's because she's at the other end of the table, but it looks like there's also a section on the left where she has built. So it looks like that's a popular section to start with, the vase with the pink flowers and the yellow coffee mug. There's Rosaline from Belgium and Sandra from Italy. Yeah, so everyone's making good progress here. I'm pretty confident that everyone should finish within 2 hours. Here's Zana from Finland and Zara from Sweden. So looks a bit tricky. Zana has quite a narrow table. And there's a mirror there. So I guess you'll have to do the image sideways to fit onto the table. So the time is 21 minutes. Here's Siobhan from Ireland and Sophie from Belgium. And Kristen is working on the lamp. Oh, and has already also started on the brownish building on the left. Here we have Steffi and Susanna from Germany. So Susanna has a dark black background, which might be okay in this case since there are not many dark elements in this picture, only the camera, which is a tiny section on the bottom right hand corner, and then of course the dark lamp post. Here's Tammy from the US and Tobias from Sweden. So Alejandro has finished the sky. So I watched a funny episode today on YouTube while I was wrapping mystery puzzles. So our delivery, the last delivery arrived today, and I was madly packing mystery puzzles for a few hours, and I was watching different videos on YouTube, and one of them was Tammy and Yvonne from the US doing a speed puzzling competition with chopsticks. So they've started a YouTube channel, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch that. And every time they're going to be doing different speed puzzling challenges. So I think it was only 100 pieces, so they did manage it. But it was quite comical to see them not using their hands to pick up pieces, but just using some chopsticks. Here's Unknown, I don't know who that is, and Veronica. But Unknown has a beautiful wallpaper and flowers there. So you'll have to tell me afterwards who you are. Here's Vicky Makes and Builds and from the UK, and Veroni from Switzerland. So I have to look at Vicky's sideways. Okay, but Vicky's done the tree, the flowers, the coffee mug. I wish I could flip Vicky's angle, but I don't think I have control over that. All right, so Looks like Kiara and Astrid are also keeping up with Alejandro and Kristen. Kiara has done the sky. We see a big large section at the top there. And Astrid has done the trees on the left. And most of the lamp. I'll just show you a close-up of the buildings because these are a bit harder than they look. They have lots of windows. Some of them have curtains. Some of them have blinds. There's like pot plants in the windows. Yeah, so that's perhaps the trickier part, figuring out which window piece belongs where. Oh, I think we missed Hannah. Sorry, we missed Hannah from Finland, and she knows this puzzle because I've seen this on her Instagram. So she has the experience of having done this. Let's check Amelia. And here's Inga and from the Netherlands and Annemie. So Annemie has also done a big chunk at the bottom and a big chunk on the left. So it looks like Alejandro has left the buildings for the last. Kristen is working on the buildings and has left the sky till the end. So we can't really see who's ahead. But Inga's been working on the sky and on the left. So Danica has also done the left hand side and the bottom. And the same with Agnes. Catherine is leaving the buildings till the end. Oh, and it looks like I missed. There's Tamia, our youngest participant from Slovakia. Sorry, it looks like I missed a few people when I was scrolling through. Okay, and here's Mooney from Germany. And I think I missed Olivia as well. I think I scrolled through too quickly and missed some of those in the middle. All right, so it looks like Kristen has done 2/3 of the puzzle and only has the top third to finish, while Alejandro is filling in the gaps of the building and has the right border to finish. So Tobias is also making good progress, working on the sky. And the time is 33 minutes. So at this point, it does look like Alejandro is ahead slightly. So let's compare Tobias and his sister Zara side by side. Both quite similar. I think Tobias is a bit further ahead. He's completed the lamp. But Sarah, you're not far behind. So then let's check in with Kiara and Hannah again. Okay, so Hannah filling in the gaps of the buildings and has the sky left to do. And Kiara has done the sky and only has the buildings to do. So it looks like so Kiara and Hannah are probably in contention for third place. But Anime and Astrid are not far behind either. Oh yeah, thank you to Rika from Finland, who's assisting me in the background today and who are watching all the others that I can't see on the screen. So she just gave me the hint that Anime and Astrid are not far behind. So there's Anime's unicorns, as always keeping her company. So it looks like Kristen's got about 20-ish pieces of sky left and Alejandro just has the border. All right, Alejandro's down to the last 10 pieces. Kristen about 15, 20 pieces. Very close. Hannah and Kiara not far behind. And Alejandro is done. Congratulations. So Kristen just working on the last pieces of the sky, Kiara on the buildings. Hannah has the sky left to do. So a lot of congratulations coming through for Alejandro. Well done. So that time was 38 minutes. It's amazing to see how quickly Kristen turns the pieces in her fingers. And Kristen is done. Congratulations with a time of 40 minutes. So it looks like it's now between Hannah and Kiara for third place. Both about 20 pieces. Kiara's 20 pieces of the buildings and Hannah about 15 pieces of sky. So Anami's not too far behind. Tobias is making good progress, but still has a few sections to finish. Well, two sections. One is the pink buildings, this and the sky, as well as the right-hand border. So it's between Hannah and Kiara for third place. And Kiara's done. So 2 minutes later. Well done. So 2 minutes between Alejandro and Kristen, and then 2 minutes between Kristen and Kiara. And Hannah, last 8 pieces. Alejandro, are you there?
Yes, hi.
I just have to find you. There you are. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. How did you find this puzzle? Are you familiar with this brand?
Not with this one. I have and I saw these puzzles in some Spanish shops, but I've never tried it. And it's so the quality it's so good, but it's true that there are pieces that seems that can't fit in anywhere.
Hmm. Yeah. And so you've got an exciting week, exciting few days coming up.
Yeah, exactly,
Starting tomorrow.
exactly.
Yeah, tell us about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, we have the Spanish Championship tomorrow. We have puzzle chess in pairs. And Saturday is for individual and pairs competition, and on Sunday the teams.
Hmm.
So an intense weekend we will have.
Yeah, so three days of puzzling ahead for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there was a really amazing video of you with Elma doing a puzzle recently.
Yes, it was. I believe we talked about the last contest I went in 2 3 weeks ago, and yes, during the contest I did a puzzle with Alma. I believe one that appears in the Canadian or the USA Championship. Yes, we had fun together.
Yeah, it was amazing to see you two work together. So that puzzle was called Two of a Kind, and they used it in Canada for
In Canada, yeah.
individuals, I believe, but they also used it in Germany in May. But yeah, I don't think I saw any pairs times for that so far. So yeah, that was really fun. And how was it working together with Alma? Because you've had many different pairs, partners over the years.
It's crazy because I did a puzzle with Alma like 1 year or 2 years ago, and the level that has nowadays it's crazy. So she has improved a lot, and it's amazing because she tells you what she wants to do, and she take the pieces, she starts assembling everything. So she has all these um, good qualities that it's able to say, okay, I will do this part. You don't know you don't have to say her what to do.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know who Alma is from Gibraltar and is 9 years old and is an amazing puzzler, has some amazing times. And there's some exciting news that she will actually be participating for the first time in individual with alongside the adults at the Spanish Championships because previously she only could participate in the child's competition. So it's going to be exciting to see how she does with the others. But there are
Absolutely.
also some other very young puzzlers in Spain who are doing
Yeah,
well.
here in Spain we have Gabriel Moreno. It's a boy, I believe it's 11 or 12 years old. He finished second place last Spanish championship, and he's really amazing. He's a beast. And we have other young people that maybe it's not on the top, but are also great puzzles. And I believe this Spanish championship, they can do a great role, and I hope they do amazingly.
Yeah, and yeah, I wanted to ask, do you come from a family of puzzlers? Did you start puzzling as a young boy?
Yeah, but not at competition, so only at home. It was, yeah,
Yeah.
I started doing all type of puzzles, but big puzzles, most of them. And was not until 2019 that I discovered this world of puzzle competitions.
Yeah, but I think the Spanish they also because they start competitions from like I think even some like 6 year olds can start with a 100 piece puzzle. So uh, there's the opportunity for some people to get to know it earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
it's very exciting, and yeah, congratulations on your win tonight, and we look forward to hearing the results over the weekend.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for coming. So we also had some other finishes. So after Kiara, 2 minutes later was Hannah, and 4 minutes after Hannah was Anime. So first Alejandro, second Kristen, third Kiara, fourth Hannah, and fifth Anime. So on the screen right now is Astrid, about 10 pieces away of Sky, Danica, maybe 20 pieces of buildings left. So it's funny, somebody just wrote as soon as somebody said that Kiara already has a cat on her puzzle. So, oh, and Jessie is doing really well. Also just last pieces of the Sky. And Tobias also working on the last Sky. And Astrid is done. So Astrid takes 6th place. So 7th place could be Tobias or Jessie or Danica. Each of them have about 10 pieces left. Go, go, go. So Veronica's also not far behind. About 30 pieces left. So very close between Jessie, Danica, and Tobias. And Danica is done. Kristen, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. So congratulations on 2nd place today.
Thank you.
That was very close. Yeah, are you familiar with this brand?
No, I have never done this brand before. I think you used this in the first Euro Jigsaw Jam, if I'm correct. Yeah, but I'm not familiar with it. And the pieces were very strange for me, like the fit. So yeah, it was hard.
Okay. Yeah, so tell us about your experience having at the Norwegian Championships, because that was actually the first time for you to meet with other Norwegians and to puzzle together. So how was that last weekend?
It was great. It was really fun. And I think yeah, the people that organized it did a really great job. It went really smooth. And it was, yeah, very fun meeting other Norwegian puzzlers. I met some of them in Spain, but it was really nice.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, because you would have met some in Spain, but then to meet them in your home country would
Yeah.
be a nice experience.
Yeah.
And you had your family there too, of course, also puzzling.
Yeah. Me and my sister, we competed together in pairs. And then, yeah, more family members in the teams category.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, it looks like your mum influenced you a lot with your puzzling, because I think you partnered with her in previous years, and yeah, she's still competing today. So yeah, you must have learned a lot from her.
Yeah, probably. We always used to do like larger puzzles when I grew up, especially on rainy days and Christmas and holidays. So we puzzled together a lot.
Hmm. And what's the hardest puzzle that you've done?
The hardest puzzle. What comes to mind is the pairs final puzzle from last year at Worlds. Maybe you've seen it. It's like 1,000 pieces, just a lot of colors that repeats itself, and it was so difficult. So we didn't finish in the time limit.
Yeah,
It was
I think that was a huge shock to everyone, because it's 1,000 pieces, and it's like patterns and patterns and more patterns of all different colors. And I
yeah.
think the fact that only nine pairs out of like 80 or something, possibly 100, completed it, showed that it was an extremely challenging puzzle. But yeah, so that's not your style of puzzle.
No, not my favorite.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks very much. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you again next time.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
So we had some more finishes. Danica, Tobias, Jesse, Agnes, Katrin, and Tammy. And Arcadius is getting very close. 10 pieces left. The Boston puzzle, exactly. So the puzzle that Kristen is referring to is called Boston, with some numbers after it. So yeah, Steve says, Logic Master Steve says, congrats to all the finishers. It's astonishing how consistent these top puzzles are, always on top, independent of the puzzle motif. And I think that's a very good point, because we're seeing here where I'm throwing all different brands at them and all different types of puzzles. And yeah, sometimes there are some variations going up and down, but the best puzzlers always seem to, yeah, find their way to the top. So Puzzling Squirrel says she's done the. I think you're saying you have done it. Slow puzzling, the Boston puzzle was fun, but you can't imagine doing it in a competition. I think that would be extremely stressful. Okay, so 5th was Anami, 6th Danica, 7th Tobias, 8 Jesse, 9 Agnes, 10th Katrin, 11th Tammy, 12th Arcadius. And Veronica is done, number 13. Well done. Okay. And Amelia is very close, about 10 pieces away. And Amelia is done. So, Kiara, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So, congratulations on 3rd place. And how did you find this puzzle?
I really enjoyed it. It's a really, really nice puzzle. As you also said, it's a pretty image. There's a lot of different things going on, and it's just really fun to do.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that one. So I wanted to ask you, you always puzzle on this dark background, even the darker puzzles, and it doesn't seem to hold you back.
I actually never thought about it until you started commenting on it. So yeah, I guess I'm used to it. The table I had before was a bit lighter in color, like more on the red, but still, yeah, I got used to it, so it's fine. I also like usually do a lot of puzzles on the felt roll, the one that you roll up and put away, like the Ravensburger roll. And that's because since I have the cats, like if I do the bigger puzzles, which is what I usually do, apart from, for competing, I tend to do them in the roll so that I can put them away. And that is also black. So I guess I just got used to doing puzzles on a dark background.
Yeah. Yeah, I found myself as soon as I started speed puzzling and I learned that I could just put a white board underneath, I was just amazed at how much quicker I was at puzzling. Because I do a lot of busy puzzles. I really like the lots of patterns and lots of objects, and I just found on this brown grainy background of my table, it really did slow me down with the recognition. But I think, yeah, I've seen you puzzle at that table so many times now, and it doesn't hold you back, even with dark puzzles. So you've just gotten used to it.
I think so. Yeah, it's just habit.
So tell me about this rolling up puzzle things, because I see them everywhere, but I bought one once and I really didn't like it because I felt like I just crumbled my puzzle when I rolled it up. I think maybe I did it wrong, and then I noticed like when I put a piece on it, I couldn't kind of slide it to where I wanted to place it. It just kind of got stuck on this felt. It had like a rough background, and so after that I was like, no, I just stick to boards.
Yes, it has pros and cons. Like the sliding part is definitely true. Like I've noticed that. Like you cannot slide pieces around on the felt. You have to pick them up and move them explicitly. So yes, that's a bit annoying. For the rolling it up, I think you get better at it. Like you learn how much pressure to put, how tight to roll it so that it doesn't break. And usually what happens, I think I have like a reel or two on Instagram when like I unroll it, and like usually it happens that like it just breaks on a straight line, and so it's pretty easy to put it back together.
Okay, so when you roll it out, even if it's in sections, you can just flatten it and piece it back together.
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't break up that much. So that part I find okay. But the sliding pieces around, yes, that gets annoying. I have to say. But it's easy. You put it away, and I have some words too now. I bought them to do the 9,000 because like I tried doing that on the roll, and I had like two pieces. Like I bought a second felt piece, but that was too much. And like the puzzle is huge, and like there's much more to put back together, and it's just annoying to put away. And so I bought the boards to do that. And so sometimes I use them also for just puzzles now, but they hold up to 1,500 pieces. And so like a 2,000 or a 3,000, I still do on the roll. That's how I do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I bought myself a really big puzzle board. Because I have a 2,000 piece puzzle that I'm going to attempt at some point. But first of all, I needed a space big enough to put it on. Yeah, so you say up to around 1,500 pieces fits well on a board, and beyond that.
I use the roll, yes. That's the boards that I have, and like I bought boards that like fit inside the lounge in the couch because that's the easy storage place. So like that's the maximum dimension of boards that I want to have in the house. But I'm sure you can get bigger boards. It's just that's what fits in my apartment right now.
Yeah, well, you have to have at some point the board has to be able to fit through doorways, or it has to be able to store it somewhere. Yeah, and what's the name of the puzzle you're working on at the moment? That's, as you said, at 9,000
Um,
pieces.
no, right now I'm working on a 2,000 piece puzzle. It's a Ravensburger. It's a Sydney, I think, at Harvard. Oh, yes. Husband just brought it up. So the one I'm working on right now is this one, which is Fireworks in Sydney. And it's a 2,000 piece.
Oh wow, that's a lot of dark water and
Yeah, it's
dark
pretty
background.
black, but there's the fireworks. So yeah, this is not a speed puzzle. It's a
Yeah.
do it for relaxing only.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna can enjoy that puzzle over many, many days. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we have some more finishers after Arcadius. We have Veronica in 13th place, Emilia 14th, Elodie 15th, Magdalena 16th, and Eric 17th. Oh yeah, so Vesna, so just talking about doing large puzzles or yeah, space management of puzzles. Vesna says that she just puts another board on top. If she's working on one puzzle and she needs to, can you explain that more? Do you mean you just put another board on top and use that as a table surface to protect the puzzle, or for moving it around? But that's also an interesting idea. I think I've seen Karen in her videos. She just has like one puzzle board stacked on top of the other. Uh, okay, so it's Inga says that her puzzle, it's like she has a puzzle that's got all mixed up. Nothing fits and pieces are missing. Okay, that is a shame. Let me have a look. So maybe Inga has received a faulty puzzle. Okay. All right, I'm sorry about that, Inga. Yeah, so it looks like Inga has received a faulty puzzle. I've never seen that before, that there's so many pieces that don't fit. Okay, so then Inga is done-ish as far as she can. So sorry about that. Yeah, so I would have to contact Pieces and Piece about that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes strange things happen in manufacturing. I had one customer who received through springtime in Paris with like 10 pieces missing, which was a bit strange. And I mean, a missing piece now and then is normal, but I did wonder why Inga was a bit slower today, because normally she's right up there at the top, but it did look like she was struggling. So yeah, that's a shame for the results. We'll have to see how we yeah, find a solution for that. Yes, so Hikaru, maybe you would like to get a puzzle board or take away the tablecloth, because that does look very challenging, having the puzzle on top of a patterned background. That is hard to see where the gaps are. So Vesna says, I do a 1,000 puzzle on the first board, and when I want to do another puzzle or something else, I just put another board on top. Okay. So that way you can do multiple puzzles at the same time. I actually did that this weekend. I was doing a 1,000 piece puzzle, and then yeah, I think we just had dinner, and so I placed another puzzle that my daughter was doing on top, out of the way. So Astrid, would you like to chat?
Sure.
Yeah, hi. So, congratulations, you had a very successful weekend.
Yeah.
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 So, how was that? Yeah, meeting the da all the Danish puzzlers in Aarhus.
It was so much fun. And I think there were a lot more puzzlers joining us than we had anticipated because it is very new in Denmark. But there was actually a lot of puzzlers and a lot of really good puzzlers there.
Yeah, and it was I mean, you have participated in our Euro Jigsaw Jam before, and it was always very close, like you and Olivia and Iris and Sophie. And then, yeah, it was great to see some familiar faces right up there at the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, so are you working towards the Worlds? How's your training going for that?
I think it's going pretty well. I've been kind of tired since the Danish nationals, but I also have a baby who's like 9 months old, so it's kind of limited how much I can train. It's mostly during nap time, which kind of spurs me to be faster because I have to get done before he wakes up. So, but yeah, I'm excited for Worlds.
Yeah, and so how did you train then for the Danish championship?
I just did a lot of puzzles. I think I don't really have a specific training regime. I set myself a goal to get under 40 minutes because I haven't really done that before. So I tried to do some of the London postcard, Paris postcard a few times to get it under 40 minutes, just so I could feel fast. I think that helped.
Yeah, and so which one did you get your best time on?
I think maybe Paris postcard. I don't really remember. I got a few puzzles under 40 minutes. I don't remember.
Yeah. And yeah, so but you have the opportunity to meet up with Olivia and the other your other teammates on a regular basis. Do you live near together?
Well, Olivia and I live kind of close to each other, so we practice sometimes. But Iris and Sophie, they live at the other end of Denmark. So we've actually only we've met up once to train, and we did like 4 puzzles, and that was it.
Okay, so okay, so that's why they partner together and you and
Yeah.
Olivia partner together.
Yeah, they live really close to each other, and we live kind of close to each other.
Okay.
But yeah, we hope to be practicing more teams during the summer because we need it.
Yeah. And then how did it come to be that you decided to be a team? Did you meet each other at Worlds last year?
No, because I wasn't at Worlds last year. Because I only just discovered speed puzzling when Worlds happened. So I think the 3 of them met last year at Worlds, and kind of wanted to be a team, but they didn't have a 4th Danish puzzler. And then I think they kind of scoped me out from the Danish speed puzzling Facebook group and kind of found me and said, I'm trying.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you have a great team dynamic, and I mean, you worked so well together with Olivia in pairs. So, yeah, that was really great to see the results, to see your names up there. And yeah, I saw in one of the photos you had your baby with you, so he needed you at that moment during the awards ceremony.
Well, his dad decided to disappear during the award ceremony, so I had to bring him.
So you didn't have a choice there.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, well then then good luck training during nap times, and yeah, look forward to seeing you at the Worlds.
Yeah, thanks for having the competitions. It's great practice.
Oh, thank you so much. So someone asks, are there false fits on there because Vicky has struggled with them? So It could be. I mean, pieces and pieces from the same manufacturer as Bluebird puzzles. So it can be with the. I mean, we did see some people struggling a bit on the sky area, having to, yeah, try multiple pieces in the same spot to find the fitting area. I didn't notice any false fits when I do that. I think I have a very high tolerance for false fits in the sense that I don't notice it at all. I notice when pieces crumble when I transport them. That's kind of like my pet peeve when it comes to puzzling. But if a piece doesn't fit, I just try it again and I don't consider it a misfit. So let's see who else has finished. So Eric was 17th, Sarah 18th, Lena, also after Sarah was Inga. So yeah, we have to figure out how we score Inga on that. So 19th Inga, 20th Lena Malinowski, 21st Lena Ton, 22nd Sandra, 23rd Siobhan, 24th Inga from Germany, 25th Leonie, 26th Unknown. Oh, Unknown is Fenna. Now we know from Belgium, with the nice wallpaper and the flowers. Then Rosaline Lynn. Okay, Astrid says she had some false fits on the edge. So now I've lost count of where we are at, but we're probably at about 25th or 27th by now. So Frosina said perhaps it was my bad luck, but the puzzle pieces were falling apart in my hand. I did see Tabby had a section off to the side and she was able to just pick up the tree section and just place it on the other side in the middle. So her pieces seem to fit together well. So I'm losing track of the numbers. 25th Leonie, 26th Fenna, 27th Rosaline, 28th Lynn Meritha, 28th Susan, 29th Elizabeth, 30th Frusina, 31st Lynn Everart, okay, so Frusina means that perhaps the image was not glued tightly enough to the cardboard. That maybe some of those pieces were coming about a bit loose in the hand. Okay. So somebody tells me that Vicky is getting close. So unfortunately it's a bit tricky to watch Vicky because she's sideways. So Ireland from Argentina is down to the last 20 pieces. And it looks like Vicky has about 30. So Eric, are you there?
Yes, I am. It's nice to finally talk to you in real life.
Yes, so actually, for those who don't know, I wrote to Eric, so I wrote to a few people before I had started Speed Puzzle Europe. So I saw looked like some friendly people on Instagram who were posting about speed puzzling, and so Eric was one of the people I wrote to, and I said, I have this idea, would you mind giving me some feedback on my idea? And Eric was very kind to answer my questions, and of course that helped me to give me the confidence to start the Euro Jigsaw Jam.
Yes, which is a big success, I would say, Michelle.
Yeah, it's quite exciting to see how things have developed, and I would not have imagined a few months ago that we'd be sitting here with people from all around the world and world champions. Very exciting. So tell us about the puzzle, your Amsterdam puzzle today.
Yeah. I really like this kind of puzzle. I told Ellen, my wife, I want a London townhouses puzzle, because that is the type I really like. And then, then we got the Amsterdam townhouses. So yeah. I guess you heard me, right?
Yeah. Well, I picked this puzzle months ago, but yeah, it happened to work out well. I have to say that the puzzles of Amsterdam are like so beautiful. Like there's so many beautiful puzzles from Amsterdam. There's always kind of the classic bicycles with the canal. I mean, we see it in so many different puzzle brands. And this one is a bit different because it's more focused, like, a bit more artsy, focused on the buildings. But a lot of nice puzzles of the Netherlands.
I heard about the quality. My quality was totally fine.
Yeah. And was Ellen puzzling with you at the same time?
She is doing it now.
Oh, she's doing the same puzzle.
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna see if she can beat your time.
That's no. That is not a surprise. I'm sure she will, but.
Yeah. So I guess she was she doing another puzzle while you were doing?
No. We have to do in turns because the other one has to put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
So the one who has to put the kids in bed is jealous of the other one.
Yeah, having to take turns. Who gets to speed puzzle?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's we do it. We do every other one, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. And and also you can't come to our event in Trier, but Ellen can.
Yes, same thing.
Yeah.
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 I feel sorry. I will miss that. It sounds like great fun.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, we are hosting an event in Trier on the 18th of August. So live speed puzzling event, and we have participants already from all around Germany. There are some people driving over from the Netherlands and Belgium, Luxembourg. We have people flying in from the UK and from Slovakia. So it's going to be very exciting. And but unfortunately, Eric won't be there, but I'll get to meet Ellen and Inga. So Inga is the sister of Ellen. And of course, you've seen Inga participate and do really well in the competitions so far. Yes. So you must have a massive collection of Jan van Hasteren.
Yes, we do. Yeah. I think around over 100.
Oh, way more.
Way
more.
Over 200, I heard.
Are there really that many Jan van Hasteren?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, the guy started. The guy is now, I think, 88. Jan van Hasteren himself, and he still draws. And he started, I don't know, 20 years ago alone. And he makes like 1 or 2 puzzles a year. But now he has there's a whole studio of people who drawing in the same style. So I think they make around 10 or 12 a year. And it's extremely popular here in the Netherlands.
And how many years has he been producing?
I think 15 to 20 years like that. No, my wife says 30 to 40 years.
30 to 40 years. So every year, then I don't know if you make 5 to 10 puzzles per year, or they get produced, then that's mounts up after 30 to 40 years. There's a couple of hundreds of puzzles.
Yes. Yeah, and because we participate in the Dutch Championship, which is organized by the Jan van Hasteren webshop. well, we practice them. And yeah, you have advantage when you know the puzzle. So we try to do them all.
And do you have a specific, do you have a room of your house just for Jan van Hasteren puzzles?
Now we have one room full of puzzles, indeed. But now because Ellen bought some secondhand Ravensburgers, so we moved the Jan van Hasteren puzzles into boxes now, and it's now all at Ravensburger.
True, yeah, because you really have to switch your focus from, like, I mean, if you're leading up to the Dutch Championships, it's just like Jan van Hasteren, and then of course Ravensburger is completely different. You could get a nature scene, you could get some furry animals.
Yeah, well, you were talking about the Boston puzzle. That one comes more close to Jan van Hasteren, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Inga mentioned this, that because of that, and possibly Danica as well, that the Dutch are quite used to these very busy, detailed puzzles, and so that's something to, one of your strengths.
Yes, yeah, we tried the Boston puzzle at home, and normally we are with pairs, and normally we are not near the top, and this one we would finish in time. So I think 6th or 7th we would have been. So yeah, it shows that it's really different type of puzzling.
So you'll have your fingers crossed for busy puzzles at the Worlds.
Exactly, Boston once more. That would be great for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's very interesting to know you have so many. I thought maybe you would have like 30 or 40 Jan van Hasteren puzzles. I didn't realize the assortment was so extensive. So that's interesting to know.
I can post a picture online.
Yes, please do that.
All right, I will.
All right, well, I'll let you go and let Ellen get back to her puzzle, and we'll see her result tomorrow.
All right.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Yes, and thank you. Bye.
So the time is 1 hour and 25 minutes. So we've had so many finishes. It's not even 90 minutes yet. It's gone really fast. And we have also our youngest competitor, Timia, is doing really well. He's done the border and most of the sections and just working on the buildings. That's really great to see. And yeah, Sophie's just working on the final sky, as is Mooney and Steffi. So Tammy, are you there?
Hi, yes, I am.
Hey. So yeah, hello, and
I kind of got lost at the beginning because I couldn't quite decide how I wanted to attack it. I was a bit disorganized, but I really enjoyed it. It's very, I like the illustration style though.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, so tell us, you started a YouTube channel with Yvonne, who's also a top speed puzzler from the US.
Yes, it's something we wanted to do because we work very well together as a pair, and we've been puzzling together for a couple of years now. So recently I stopped working, so we decided it was time for me to start something new.
Yeah, and you tell us about the name of your YouTube channel.
We're called Two Puzzle Unicorns, and we've got the name because a puzzle unicorn is something that a lot of people like a puzzle that they've been looking for a while, and they can't necessarily find because it's either out of print or it's rare or it's expensive.
Because I thought when I watched your video today, I thought when you said puzzle unicorn, I thought it was someone, I guess similar to like a fairy, like when you say, oh, I don't know, when you're ordering overseas and you have to send it to somebody else's post box and then they get that puzzle for you. I've seen that before in other things, and that's what I was thinking of. It's you're the people that help each other get the puzzle that you need.
Mhm.
But
But there's also names for those helpful people. Yes,
I think those are puzzle fairies, maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reference was that to unicorns also because in last nationals when I wasn't competing, but Yvonne was competing with another friend of ours, EB, and they wore unicorn horns.
Yeah, I love
So-
the headbands, by the way. That was very cute. And where did you get this idea from to do a puzzle with chopsticks?
Well, we compete in so many serious competitions, so we needed some way to do something fun. And since it's our channel, we can do anything we want. So this time we're doing chopsticks. Next time we've got something else even weirder planned, and we'll continue to take suggestions as well if you've got silly ideas.
Yeah.
But it's just a nice way to you kind of sometimes you can't win just by straight puzzling. So if you can find something funny that you're good at, it's a fun way to do it.
Yeah, I thought it was a really great twist because you were like, okay, let's get ready. Let's do our speed puzzling competition. Here's the puzzle. It's a unicorn. All right. And then you switch the angle, and suddenly there were these chopsticks in the way, grabbing and fumbling. And I was like, because you didn't announce it beforehand, and I was just like, what is this? But I loved it because, as you say, there's serious speed puzzling competitions, um, and yeah, you can also make some fun ideas too. I know, yeah, Rosa from the Puzzle Podcast, she did a kids puzzle, but she did it blindfolded, and yeah, so there are some fun ideas how you could just mix it up, and especially if, yeah, with Yvonne, because you're both speed puzzlers and you've probably puzzled so many puzzles are the same, to find something that's new that you both haven't done is a bit harder. But yeah, throw an extra twist in there.
Exactly, because we don't have strategies for chopstick puzzling. Like I think I chose the wrong strategy. She was doing it two-handed at first, and then later on she switched to one hand, but I did it the other way around, and it was just we had fun with it.
Great. And yeah, and so um, yeah, you mentioned you weren't able to participate because you were part of the yeah, Jigsaw Puzzle Association and organizing the competitions. So apart from when we met each other 2 weeks ago, when was the last time you competed?
Uh, some well, other than your competitions, it's been a while. There are some virtual competitions locally which I haven't been taking part as often, but maybe I'll start doing that on regular basis. But Worlds is coming up soon, so for me, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so so you were able to participate last year at Worlds.
Mhm.
Yeah, just not on the American.
Exactly, because I know what the puzzles are beforehand, and it's not right if I compete.
All right. Yeah, well, thanks very much. And I look forward to watching more of your episodes to see what other funky ideas you come up with next. Yeah.
All right.
And
Thank you very much. The next one will be out in a few weeks.
exactly. See you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, Steffi is the last pieces. There we go. Steffi is done, and Ingrid also just a handful of pieces left. So Lynn from Norway, who's already completed the puzzle, was over on YouTube and said that the puzzle was challenging but fun. And Vesna, who's already done this puzzle before, she said it was quite challenging. So on the screen we have Daniela, Berit, and Ingrid, and Aina. And Ingrid is done, and she has been live streaming as well, so you can also check hers out. Yeah, so we had about 55 participants today. So I think I've lost track of where we are now, but I think maybe we're up to about 35 or 40 of those participants have finished. The time is only 1 hour and 33 minutes. It's amazing. There's so many finishes, and yeah, we still have half an hour to go. So well done, Barrett. So is there any one of the finishers who would like to chat? Oh yes, Seline. Hello, Seline.
Hello.
So nice to
So,
see you again after last night.
yes, it's less stressful for me.
Exactly. It's very different organizing it and then just participating. Yesterday, I was just like, I don't have to organize anything. I just have to show up and turn my screen on and puzzle. So how did you like this puzzle today?
I got some misfits. Have some pieces that didn't go where I put it, so I have some problem on the border and in the bricks. But it was okay. Made quite a good time for me, so I'm happy. And the picture is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, glad you like it. And tell us about, yeah, do you have an organization or a shop, or what's your background?
Not at all. I'm just part of an association, so I have access to Google Meet One, so I can make Google Meet for free. And I just ask a shop in France if I can, they can provide the puzzle. I just made it for free because it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, and so then you just decided to do this for the French-speaking speed puzzlers to give them a chance.
Yes, because a lot of French people doesn't speak a lot of English or not at all of English, so are not ready to go to an international competition. So I did do it only in French for people that don't speak English at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm still glad that you allow people like me who don't speak French that I can still participate. Thankfully, that's not a condition of participating, but I can follow along with it because I don't have the opportunity to participate in anything else. So I'm really grateful that I can participate in yours.
Yeah, I don't matter if people from other cities come to my competition. I just say I'm just speaking French, so you have to manage with that. That's all. I can speak English, but I won't during this event.
No, I
So
think that's really great that you have that for the French-speaking community because there's also, I mean, there's the Spanish competitions. They also had some online competitions just in Spanish, also the Portuguese. So, yeah, there's also great to have one more centered for the French speakers. Yeah, and so you have already planned the next competition. Tell us about that.
on the 4th of August for the duo for pairs, it's be on a Sunday morning on the and it's open to kids because I was asked for by many people to do people with their kids. So I chose quite an easy puzzle and fun one on holiday, not holiday, on vacation team with a beach and sea, and that's fun. It's to make it for during the holidays and to enjoy it near the beach or near the swimming pool or just at home.
Yeah, so the next puzzle, it's from Eurographics, 500 pieces. It's called No Cats Allowed, and it's a beach scene with some dogs in there, and then the cats are kind of like sneaking onto the beach and taking selfies. So yeah, so that's really nice. So it's also a good one for kids, you say.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so yeah, so there might be some more younger participants, learning about speed puzzling.
Yes, I think just this morning I already have 5 or 6 teams with kids that sign up. So
Okay.
it will be kids.
Okay, that's really great. Yeah, so if there are some kids out there, maybe Tamia from Slovakia, who would like to participate, although it's quite late though, it starts at 8 o'clock, is it?
Not the 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, so there's a competition at 10 a.m. with a very kid-friendly puzzle, and basically everybody just buys it themselves. If they're in France, you can use your link to get it through the shop, or you can, just find a copy and then puzzle along. So, yeah, and what else is happening in France with speed puzzling?
This weekend we have Open de France, so national championships, the first one in 10 years. So we are happy. We are going there.
Mhm.
We are going to see a lot of good French puzzler. So I'm going there, but I'm not going in top 10 at all.
And what's the date of that competition?
This Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday. Okay,
Yes.
so there's a Spanish championship and also the French championship this weekend.
Yeah. There will be competition for kids under 10, kids under 16, and adults.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, yeah, that sounds great. We'll look forward to seeing the results from that. And yeah, thank you very much for your time and for also organizing some competitions and
You're
bringing people
welcome.
together. Thank you.
Bye.
So the time is 1 hour 39 minutes. Oh yeah, so Lynn is asking, how do you sign up to that? So if you go to the Instagram page, it's called at Les Puzzles de Blitz. I'll write it here in the chat. And there you can see the image that Seline has chosen. Then you just have to buy a copy of that puzzle and you can just sign up like on a Google form, and at some point you'll receive an email with a link to the meeting. So I've taken part in 2 so far. I did one with the Cheshire Cat, which was very challenging, but I'm very glad that I have that puzzle because I'm going to use it for training for the Worlds. And then the puzzle last night was Van Life, which was a really fun puzzle, really my style. Yeah, and I think most people got a really good result with that one. So as far as I can see, we only have 2 puzzlers left, Daniela and Hikaru, but both are very much on their way to finishing. So we have 19 minutes left. So I'm pretty sure everyone's going to finish tonight. So if there's any one of the finishers who would like to chat, let me know. Is that a hand up, Anami? So Lynn asks, is it similar to this? So there's no commentary as such, so it's very quiet. But Seline is speaking in the background. In French, she does announce the time, so I think she announces at 30 minutes and an hour. She also announces the winners as they complete. And yeah, similar to this, so you have very similar setup from that. Seline, do you also broadcast on YouTube? If you can, if you do, would you just let me know in the comments?
I will try.
Oh, do you do a YouTube live stream at the same time?
For the moment, I didn't.
Okay.
I will try to make it for the next time. I have to just to check all the software and things like that. I didn't have time for the moment. I will do it during my vacation this summer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, but otherwise it's very similar from the style of signing up, showing on your camera, and then participating. So it's a lot of fun. So I'd encourage you to check out her page. So, Anami, would you like to chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, it's good. It was a really nice puzzle. Thanks for choosing it.
Yeah, glad you liked it. Yeah.
One
And
of the first I like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, because I really wanted to buy it on your page, but you didn't have it. Like, I don't know, when I ordered the first time, you didn't have it. And then I was like, okay, I want to buy it somewhere else. But then it was like, no, I want to support people who support us. So
oh, that's very nice. Yeah, well, you got it in the end.
yes, we have it 2 times now in the family. That's good.
Oh, okay. So had you done this one before? Oh no, because your sister Voroni was also doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, I tried to get it, but then it's I did the other Amsterdam puzzle from Piece and Pieces, or Piece and Pieces, sorry. And I really like it. And I also like the style of the puzzle. I really like it's not like shiny, the piece cuts. So yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, glad you like it. And I mean, you also have some others from Pieces of Piece, so you can add this to your collection.
Yes, exactly.
Mm. And yeah, so you participated last night in Celine's competition?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And how did you go? How did you go?
It actually went pretty well. I had a plan because you know the puzzle already. So I tried to not look at the puzzle. So I tried to do it like yours, a mystery puzzle. I bought it, I put it in a bag, and then and then like 2 minutes before the competition, I was like, okay, now I have to check it because I'm pretty sure people will check it and we'll have a plan. So I made a plan, and the minute I opened the bag, the plan was gone, like always. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, and I also like the cherry potsy puzzles.
Yeah, I really like the piece cuts. So I've just discovered them recently. I have a few of them now, and I really like that they have really different prong shapes. So some are like some really big, like ball shaped ones, and then other ones you're like kind of pointy. And so I think when it comes to like this shape sorting part. So for last night, you had a lot of palm trees, dark palm trees along the top. So that was the shape sorting part. But it was quite logical to kind of find the space. You didn't have to put something in the place multiple times. Or at least I found that. For me, I felt like it went quite fast. I was quite pleased with my times. So yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, I usually do the shape sorting at the end when I feel like, okay, now it stops. Also today for the sky, I did it, but yesterday I didn't do it. I actually don't know why. But yeah, it's like the only thing I don't like about cherry puzzle. I don't know how you put the puzzles back in the box, but I usually like fold them and then I put them in the box, and it's not possible with it. So you really have to take them apart like piece after piece, and I don't really like that.
I totally agree with you because I think it's because they fit together so well. Like they're perfect for like doing like the pickup challenge because they connect so well. But then when it comes to the crumbling, like I try to crumble them all back into like individual pieces because often my daughter will do the puzzle after me, or maybe I do it again next time as a speed puzzle. I don't, so I want it to be as individual pieces as possible. And with cherry patsy, like you literally have to almost feel like peel off one piece at a time just to like disconnect them. So maybe that's because they're such good quality, or yeah, but it's different to other puzzles for sure.
Yeah, actually, it was the idea for me to make stop motion videos because you have to take them apart piece by piece. That's why I thought, okay, let's try it. Yeah.
No, that I don't think that's the brand for doing those piece by piece stop motion pieces.
Yeah, but it was also fun because I should speak French and should understand French. So for me, these competitions are also good to like get the French language because I'm Swiss. We learn it from, I think, grade 4 or something like that. So we should speak fluently.
So it's puzzle and language training.
Yes, and fun.
Yeah, and I think you came second last night.
It seems like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one I won actually I was really happy that I won my first competition. So yesterday, like the first second I was like, oh no, because when you win, you will always like, it's like Alejandro. When you are not first, it's always like not being first again. But for me, it's two things. It's also, I mean, I know the French puzzlers, they have fast ones, but I don't know. I think the international community is a little bit faster. So for me, it was like being on the podium is the goal. Whereas at your competitions, it's being on the first page on Instagram on the results, because I don't think I will get on the podium ever.
Well, you never know. I mean, Kristen and Alejandro are not participating in every single one. I mean, they're participating several, but there will be some chances when Kristen and Alejandro are not there, and that gives a chance for some others to shine.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, there's still Hannah and like all the people you mentioned today, the Danish people, the Austrian girls. So you never know, but it's like, it's, of course, for me, it's also comparing because I'm a sportsman or sports girl ever, but it's also like having a nice puzzle. And you really hit me with the Friends puzzle and the Misfit or Miss Toys
Misfit
puzzle. And I was
toys.
like, Misfit Toys. And then I was like, no, it was so not funny. Like it's not only the time, it's like it really, I had to do the puzzle. So it's also having a nice puzzle. And today it was really, yeah, I didn't care the time. I didn't care the ranking. It was just, yeah.
So you're saying you didn't like Misfit Toys or Friends?
Yeah, so with the Friends puzzle, I had a special problems with my unicorns. So when I like sort the pieces, I somehow put my pieces in my hand. So I had a lot of edge pieces in my head, and I made a pile underneath my unicorn. And somehow I didn't see them anymore. So they were missing, and I was looking for them, and I didn't find them. So that was also an addition to not really liking it. And the Misfit Toys, it's just I don't like the big pieces. And then it was all the same colors. I had bad lighting because it was dark outside. So it was, yeah, it was really, I have to do it. And after 10 minutes, I was like, I don't speed puzzle it. I just try to have it done or get it done. And I was actually surprised by the time because I kind of gave up after 10 minutes. Like Inge today, I was like, okay, I just do it. So the time was still okay-ish.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to use as wide a variety of images as possible. Yeah, to get all the different styles. There's going to be some really busy ones coming up and some more like flat images, like sky, water, But yeah, there will be puzzles that will not be your style, but you're going to have to do it anyway.
Yeah, but I also appreciate it. You never know what you get, and you have different brands. You give it us all, and that's what it is. It's like you can't always like what you have to do in competition. And I mean, we can still stop. I can stop buying puzzles, and then I would save money for other unuseful things. But yeah, I spend money on these puzzles because I really like it. But in the end, you have a product, and I after 2 or 3 days, I like it.
Yeah, so we saw you last time with Patrick, Katrin, and
Taylor,
Nadia.
Nadia. Yeah, I think, yeah.
With
And who was
the pairs competition, you had a little puzzle party and puzzle swap.
yeah, a little puzzle swap. I went there with a backpack, like a huge trekking backpack, and an IKEA bag, and I came back with the same. Yeah.
So everyone brought as many puzzles.
Yeah, I just told them, I'm traveling big, and bring your suitcase. And Taylor, she brought like a hand luggage suitcase. And she was like, if I knew. It was really nice also to meet each other, because we have a WhatsApp chat, so we didn't know each other. I met Patrick at Worlds and Taylor, so I knew that these two. And then the rest was like, okay, let's see who is it. And it was so much fun. We had a lot to discuss, and I still don't know the job they do, or if I don't know if they're married or stuff like that, but we know everything about puzzles after this Sunday.
Well, there are some more pairs competitions coming up. So soon we're going to release the next sets of puzzles. I think the next one so in July there will be a pairs competition on a Sunday, and also in August. So there's 2 more chances for pairs competitions before Worlds.
That's good. Yeah, it's nothing for me, because in July we have summer holidays. I am on a multi-day hike, and I can't bring a puzzle with me and a partner. And then in September, I will be gone. So, I will come back. So I really hope you do this also in 2025. You don't stop it after Worlds, because these competitions are just nice to gather. Yeah.
Well, I really don't know. I kind of feel like after the Worlds, there's like everyone's going to be puzzled out, and there's no interest anymore. I don't know, because when I started the competitions, I was like, oh, well, I have like maybe like 5 months or so to do this, because I honestly, I don't know what the interest will be like after Worlds. It could be that it goes up even more, but then on the other hand, every time we ask the registration is like, are you going to the Worlds? There's usually about half, so there's all the other people who are not going to the Worlds who might still want to keep puzzling. But I've ordered enough puzzles probably to last me till October. So there better be some more competitions.
That's good. Yeah, for me, it was after Worlds last year. I was like, okay, now I go home, and I don't want to puzzle, because literally you puzzle or you watch puzzling. And even in the hotel, we were watching the live stream of the puzzle of the other qualification. And at the airport, we had to leave on Sunday morning, my sister and I, and we sat on the gate at the airport watching Patrick and his team puzzling. And then I came home, and I was talking to my boyfriend. I was like, I'm done. And then after one day, it was like, I want to try another puzzle. I want to see if I'm fast. So I don't know.
Yeah, so you want a break, but then it's like once you have a break, it's like you're even more motivated or even more ready to puzzle.
Yeah. The only thing I don't have time anymore for my world's biggest puzzle. So it will take me a long time to finish it.
And what puzzle is that? Tell us.
It's like the world, like the real world's biggest puzzle, because there are some which are not the biggest anymore. So it's a 60,000 pieces puzzle. So it's 60 bags of 1,000 puzzles. And I got it last summer from my boyfriend's sister. They had to order it in the US, and she had to bring it to me. And I promised her the next time she will be here, which is this summer, I will be finished. And I really was on track, but then I discovered speed puzzling. So I'm halfway through. And she was disappointed when she arrived, 2 days ago, she arrived. And yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a project to keep you going for a few years, for sure.
No. It will be done after, I would say, New Year's Eve. I give myself 4 more months.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Anami. And our last participant just finished. So this is the first time every participant has finished the puzzle. So well done to Hikaru, who was our last. You've made it. And we still have 3 minutes to spare. So thanks, Anami, for chatting. And thanks, everyone, for being a part of this. And yeah, thanks everyone who's been following us on YouTube. And yeah, lots of congratulations coming through to all the participants. Everyone made it under 2 hours. So Rika says that Okay, yeah, Vesna says that she would participate in competitions also after the Worlds. Okay, that's good to know. And Rika says there might be a few weeks after Worlds that I don't feel like competing, but I'm sure I'll want to do it over winter too. And Lynn says that my problem would be that it costs a lot to ship it to Norway. That's true. Yeah, so we do encourage people to share postage if possible. And I know many of you are doing that as well. Yeah, unfortunately, because Norway is in a different zone, it is more expensive than the other countries. Yeah, so thanks very much to Rika, who was in the background giving me all the tips and hints, and I'm grateful we were able to get so many of you on camera when you finished. And yeah, of course, Rika had a lot to do in the background because we had about, so what we do is we share beforehand who's going to probably like the contenders for the top 10. And yeah, we had like 12. So we were like kind of consider how many people can we watch at the same time. And she had a 2-screen setup so she could watch me and the people on my screen as well as some others in the background. But I think we got lots of people on there. So I will close this session and we'll thank everyone for joining us. The next competition is June 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday 23rd of June, and then we also have Thursday 27th of June. And keep in mind, if you are in Germany or one of the neighboring countries or even just anywhere in Europe, you are all welcome to visit us in Trier on Sunday the 18th of August. We are having solo, teams and pairs competition. Children are welcome to participate as well. We're going to be working on 2 9,000 piece puzzles. We have a 100,000 challenge to see how many, if we can get 100,000 pieces put in by the end of the day. And yeah, meeting lots of the speed puzzling community. So we have already sold a whole bunch of tickets and I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone there. So thank you and good night. Oh, when will the puzzles from 13 onwards be available? Very, very soon. So we have like 3.5 puzzles, 3.5 dates already wrapped. I'm going to finish that tomorrow and hopefully do like so then we should have 4 complete puzzles and then possibly the 5th one. So they will probably go on sale tomorrow afternoon. If not tomorrow afternoon, then on Sunday night. And then you can buy the mystery puzzles for all the competitions for the rest of July and for August. There will be individual and pairs competitions coming up. And there we go. There's the 2 hours. I can stop the timer. Yeah, so Lisa, Puzzling Squirrel, if this event goes well, which I hope it is, I hope it will be a big success, then I do plan to make another event that's a bit longer in winter. Then I could not just announce it 3 months in advance, but announce it like 6 months in advance, and then hopefully you could participate then as well. But I do know that announcing it 3 months in advance, many people already had their holidays planned, that it did clash. But yeah, maybe next time.